Hey everybody, this is TJR. I want to stop and talk to you today about a new product I've discovered called the Record Butler. And here it is. The Record Butler comes packaged in a little resealable bag here, which makes it very convenient for storing the product when not in use. And here is the outside. Inside are these two little gadgets here, which we refer to as the Record Butler. Here's what it looks on the outside. Here's what it looks on the inside. Now, according to their website here, the Record Butler is made of a high-quality chromo board and special super soft anti-static fleece on the inside. This product is designed to help you handle and clean your vinyl records. And I think this product is of interest to both vinyl enthusiasts and to newcomers as well. Now, when I grew up in the vinyl era, like a lot of young people my age, I played my records on crappy record players with crappy needles, never bothered to ever change the needles or even think about changing the needles. And I was taught that the way you clean a record is you let the needle pick up all the dust and you blow the needle off of it. But however, in spite of all that, I did at least know how to properly handle the record. I knew that you always handled them from the side, never let your fingers touch the grooves, or you handle it by putting these fingers here on the label and the side of the record here on your thumb. I got a lot of practice with this. I got very good at properly handling records, but in spite of that, there's always been this kind of awkwardness to handling records. There's always been this kind of fear that it could slip out of my fingers and that I could accidentally drop it. And this is where I think the Record Butler really is a cool idea. So cool that once you use it, you kind of wonder why nobody thought of this sooner, really. Now, let me give you a little demonstration here. So I've got a record here in my hands, and I've got the Record Butler here. And, you just hold it like this. You reach inside your envelope, like so. You just reach in and pull your record out. Pretty simple, huh? But surprisingly, no one's really thought of this. Now I have a really good grip on the record. I'm not afraid of accidentally dropping it. Very soft anti-static fleece is supposed to be, very good at, first of all, it doesn't hurt your record, but also it attracts the dust, so it gets the dust off the record. And we'll get into the cleaning part in a moment. But I tried this on my turntable. I found it very easy to pull out a record, place it on the turntable, and then afterwards, what worked best for me was to take the record off first by the sides, which is what I'm used to doing, like this with my hands. Hold the record like so, once again, thumb and fingers like that, kind of like a pizza pie. But hold the record like this. But then before putting it in the sleeve, take the Record Butler, like so. Now, you might find a better technique than mine, but this is what worked for me. I found it awkward to try to reach in and grab the record like this. That was kind of awkward for me. Maybe I'll get better. I found it easier to, take it out with my hands and then hold on to it like this. But now that I've got the record in my hand here, it's a very simple matter to just open up the sleeve, put the record back inside. Very easy. Now, as far as the cleaning, according to the instructions, and they do give you instructions on the back visual guide, which is pretty self-explanatory. They also give you some instructions on the inside as well that you can read if you prefer that. But basically, the way it says is to let the record spin and take the Butler here. Simply move the Record Butler from the inside out on the top of your record. And once again, the anti-static material here is supposed to attract the dust, wipe the dust off of it, and then they say just shake this to remove the dust. Apparently, according to their website, it states that the Record Butler can be used for many months or maybe even years, depending on how dirty your records are. Now, I am primarily dealing with mostly new vinyl or very slightly used vinyl. I'm not really dealing with a whole lot of vinyl records yet that I've bought that are really dirty. And I'm probably going to guess at this point that using a spin clean system or one of those expensive record vacuum cleaners is probably a whole lot better as far as getting really dirty records clean. But for just like I said, just to take a record that is in good shape, that you've kept clean, you just want to put on there and give it a quick cursory cleaning, this was very easy to use. Now when I used this one, you don't see any dirt or dust here, and that's, I think, because the record was already pretty clean to begin with. But just to get a little surface dust off, I think this is probably pretty good too. Once again, I haven't really tested this with a really dirty record. But I have to be honest, just for the convenience of being able to hold a record, even as someone who's had a lot of experience properly handling records, I found this to just be wicked simple. I found this to just really take a lot of stress out of accidentally dropping records, and which I do sometimes feel, even though I've had a lot of experience growing up doing this. I found this just to be wonderful. And once again, one of those products that after you've used it, you really say to yourself, hey, why didn't anybody think of something this obvious a whole lot sooner? And so there you go. That is the Record Butler. And if you've tried this product, I'm curious to know what your experience was. What did you think of it? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Are you somewhere in between? Please let me know. And I'm going to recommend this product, especially to newcomers who maybe feel a little bit more nervous about how they're handling a record and want to feel a lot more secure about it. I think this product worked really good. And even as someone who's, like I said, had experience handling records for years, I really liked using this. So I'm recommending this product here. But let me know what you think. And thank you so much for watching. I'm looking forward to checking out your comments. Bye.